Welcome to James Plays Games. I'm James, and I play games. Back in 2013, we had the honor of receiving a review code for The Witch and the 100 Knight for the PlayStation 3, but unfortunately never got around to reviewing it. So, when NIS America announced that a remastered version for the PlayStation 4 would be released, I just had to give it another go. If you played The Witch and the 100 Knight, you likely know what you're getting yourself into. Though, I will warn you, this game is unbelievably difficult after a certain point, so don't expect to be able to rush through unless you're an elite at RPG grinding. Let's take a look at Nippon Ichi's The Witch and the 100 Knight Revival Edition. The Witch and the 100 Knight Revival Edition puts players in charge of the titular demon, the 100 Knight, who has been summoned by McLeod, a malevolent witch with a burning desire to cover the world and the swamp she protects. Since you're practically playing as the evil minion, the unknown forces seeking to stop McLeod from succeeding are presumably the good guys, but since I haven't completed the game yet, I can't really know for sure. I applaud the writers of this game, as some of the best moments can be found in dialogue between the many characters, and McLeod is one of the most fun anti-heroes in recent memory. Another area the game succeeds in is its visuals. The character and background art is crisp and absolutely pleasant to look at. Unfortunately, the same can't really be said about the 3D character models, as the only thing I can compare them to is the 3D models from any media involving Vocaloid. Another thing the title succeeds at is its voice cast, which includes Sarah Williams, Erica Mendez, Christina V, and Natalie Hoover, among many others. Each character is paired with a voice that really suits them, which makes you really want to listen to all the various segments of dialogue, which, like I said earlier, is very well written. In terms of gameplay, most of the story elements take place in the visual novel format with animated sprites and well-drawn background art. But the exploration segments are presented in the form of a third-person adventure title. As I said before, the character models during these latter segments aren't terrible to look at, but it feels like they could have put a little more work into making them look as polished as literally everything else in the game is. Early on in the game, the difficulty spikes, making it nearly unplayable. I found that even though I was a good little RPG player and grinded significantly in the earlier levels, I still had difficulty figuring out which weapons worked well against which enemies, and learning ways to avoid being killed in a maximum of 2 hits. Relying on a system of gigacals, which are like life points that deplete as you progress into each level, and only replete upon returning to Metalia's home, is a strange device that seems unnecessary literally 99% of the game, only becoming relevant once you activate the special ability known as Chaos Revelation, and even then it could have had a better execution. It seems more reasonable for the gigacals to be replaced with just your overall health meter, which would replete not as you complete the level, but only once you activate Chaos Revelation, so the player won't be tempted to abuse the additional power and spam it against every single enemy. Though it does seem like you need that boost with the crazy powerful enemies that don't dole out enough EXP for what you're having to go through to defeat them, so yeah! With a catchy score by Tenpei Sato, The Witch and the 100 Knight Revival Edition is one of those games that I could leave paused and just enjoy the background music. If you've played the Disgaea series, you'll likely recognize the music used, as Sato is responsible for both. For what it's worth, The Witch and the 100 Knight Revival Edition is one of those games that I've enjoyed, and I will try to complete it at some point in the undetermined future. But I think the only reason I've enjoyed it as much as I have is because I didn't have to pay for it. That being said, if you're a fan of RPGs with fantastic 2D visuals, subpar 3D visuals, provides a very significant challenge, and features fantastic voice acting, then you may just want to ignore me and go pick up The Witch and the 100 Knight Revival Edition at its regular price of $39.99 for the PlayStation 4. Thanks for watching James Plays Games. Did you agree with my review of The Witch and the 100 Knight Revival Edition? Let me know in the comments, and while you're at it, tell me if there's a game that I haven't covered that I definitely should. James Plays Games is part of the Pixelation Network. If you'd like to see more news, reviews, previews, and videos like this, check out www.pixelation.com. See you next time!